Hi guys, it's me Ray from raytalks.co.uk and welcome to another video of mine. I just want to say apologies for the echo and apologies for the construction noises that you're probably going to hear in the video. I'm sorry. So today we're going to be talking about single strand knots, fairy knots and split ends. So if this is something you want to know more about, or you just like hearing what I have to say, or you just enjoy my videos, carry on watching. So let's start off with fairy knot and single strand knots. I'm probably going to put an image here so you can get an idea of what a single strand knot is. A single strand knot is when the strand of your hair loops and knots on itself. And the issue with this is that it can cause breakage, it can cause damage to your hair, and it almost means that your hair will reach a plateau. How is that possible? Although the hair grows from the root, because it's breaking at the end because of the single strand knot, it can mean that you will not necessarily see the growth that you have achieved. A way to eliminate single strand knots and fairy knots, that's another name for fairy knot, single strand knots, well I think so, if not correct me in the comments down below because we're all here to learn, is to chop them. However, if you have excessive single strand knots, you might just want to leave them. Yeah, probably not the best advice, but it is part of being natural. So you could also do something that is known as the search and destroy method, and that's when you take a section of your hair and you look through it, and where there is a single strand knot, you will then, I've got some knots here, of course I do, you will then get your scissors and chop, chop, chop. Another way to help with reducing the likelihood of single strand knots is to keep your ends well moisturized. Insert image here. So when you're moisturizing your hair, I really suggest that you work in sections to ensure that all of your strands are coated with moisturizer. The best moisturizer for natural hair is water. Water actually penetrates into the strands of the hair, and you do need to seal it up, lock it up. You need to lock in that moisture with an oil or a cream or both. If you're looking for an oil, make sure you check the video here and follow my DIY or hair growth oil mix, or if you're into Ayurveda, then check the video here. So what I typically do, I'll probably insert an image here, video clip, is get my hair like so, mist it, starting from the ends, I'm focusing on the ends in particular, and working my way up with water. Then I will do the same thing with oil and then follow up with a cream. Before I used to just do water and oil, but my hair is currently at like a plateau. Well, I think it has been at a plateau for some months or years now, so I'm trying to grow it out. So I'm opting for the lock method, which is liquid, oil and a cream. Yes. And now split ends. So split ends, insert image here, is when the strand has split. So imagine this finger, the finger is one, that would be so weird. So imagine if it's, one finger, one strand, and then it just splits like that. And what happens with split ends is that the split end slowly travels up the strand and breaks, thus thinning the hair strands and can cause a lot of breakage. So again, similar to single strand knots, fairy knots, when it comes to split ends, you want to just find the top of the split, so where it's splitting. So if it was splitting here, I would cut about there, and yeah, there you go. A way to combat single strand knots is to get regular trims, or not regular, but trim your hair every now and again. Like, aim to do it like twice a year minimum. I need to take my own advice, but I've been really good. I'm going to trim my hair this month. We're in June, and I trimmed my hair in March, and I'll probably trim it towards the end of the year, just seeing what needs to be taken off. But I digress a little bit. So a way to combat split ends is to trim your hair, avoid heat and abrasive methods on the ends of your hair, because what this actually does is cause friction and can result in the strands splitting or knotting, and that leads to damage, and then you think your hair's not growing, but it is, but you just got a lot, your hair is breaking at the same rate that it's growing, yada yada yada. Another way to keep split ends at bay is to also keep the ends of your hair moisturized, and also to opt for protective styles. It's not like, this is not a protective style, because we can see that the ends of my hair is touching my hair's shrunken up so much, by the way, it's touching my shoulders. And this, if I was wearing a satin top, it probably wouldn't be too much of an issue. Yeah, but this is, if you're doing your hair like this often, you might want to stop, because this is what causes breakage. But you know, I hope you do enjoy and appreciate the fact that I'm low-key, high-key putting my strands at risk for this video. Make sure you like the comment, make sure you leave a comment and like the video. Yeah, thanks guys. So in summary, to reduce the likelihood of single strand knots and fairy knots, ensure that you keep your hair moisturized, and if you do suffer from the latter and the former, make sure you maybe chop them off, as to your discretion. Now, I have knots in my hair, I'm sure, but it's not all the time. I'm just chopping away. No, to your discretion. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you do. Make sure you share this video with at least one friend, and have a good day. Ray.